Good morning, you beautiful souls. Welcome to your morning messages with me, Michelle. It is an early one today. I'm starting super early because I have a lot of stuff to do, a lot of exciting stuff. I am creating my own intuitive deck, which has been really, really fun. So my goal today is to finish it, to get it live, to get it up so that, and I'm also obviously going to purchase it. I want to like touch it and feel it and see if it's good quality. I was kind of going for like a basic, beautiful, like kind of like ombre type of color, and then just simple words like this. I really want it to be filled with just stuff that pours through me when I channel, and I have certain things that I always say, and I feel like it's just stuff that the universe gives me to share. And I thought, how cool would it be to be able to pick a card if you're somebody that loves intuitive readings and you love getting messages from the universe and you just feel really connected to my delivery. I think this deck of cards is going to be for you. It's so awesome. I'm going to share a couple of the things that channeled through last night. I was up until like 2 a.m. I just couldn't put it down. It was awesome. So here's an example. I have ask for a sign, be specific, then be grateful when it arrives. So that's one card. Clear the clutter, remove things that no longer serve you, clean your spaces. And then you might get a card that says, shine bright, don't let others influence your decisions. They don't live in your body. I used to always love getting a card like that because it reminded me to like think about, okay, like who is really like sharing their opinion with me? And why am I listening to it? I wouldn't trade lives with them. I would not want to go live in their body. So they don't get to say what I get to do because I have to live in my body. And if I followed their advice, my body would be screaming, saying, this doesn't feel good. This isn't right. So we always have to take inventory and see, who are we letting affect our energy? This one says, your current decisions are creating your future. Choose to set yourself up to feel good. This is as simple as, celery juice. I drink celery juice every morning, and I make an effort to juice a huge, like 3 different packages of it in one day. And I don't want to do it. It's annoying to clean the juicer and to do all that. It's really like frustrating. It's just not fun to do. Who wants to do it? Some people like it, but I don't. So I juice it all in one day, and then I drink it for 3 days, and then I repeat. Every 3 days I'm juicing. So I'm not doing it every single day. But that is a decision I am making, that I know the celery juice helps my body heal, helps my skin, helps my digestion. It is like magical juice. It's just straight celery, stick it through a juicer, maybe put it in the fridge for a little bit so it gets nice and cold, and then drink it on an empty stomach every morning. It will cure almost any illness. Honestly, it's magical. Look up the medical medium on YouTube or on Instagram. He's a medium who was able to detect, he would get messages that people were ill, and he would be able to see, his psychic ability was to be able to see like, oh, you have lung cancer, or you have this, or you have a thyroid issue. And then he would get guidance on how to heal it. So he's really magical. So one of his messages was celery juice. So I think one of his books is called The Liver Detox. It's all about detoxing the liver, because when your liver gets overheated, the celery juice and these other wild berries, papaya, bananas. He preaches about fruits and vegetables. So your current decisions are creating your future. That's an example of one of them. So if you were to get that card one morning, you would then move about your day being like, okay, like, what am I going to do right now that's going to make me feel good in 4 hours? If I have to go to dinner tonight with friends, like, and I want to look really cute and feel really good, I'm not going to eat this junk that's going to make me feel exhausted and tired for lunch. So it's always setting yourself up. Okay, let's see another one. I have change is coming. It's a good change. And my thing just started playing. Sorry, guys. Oh, I can't find it. But anyway, there's some animal ones too. I have the buffalo. Your fear is not real. It's a story you are telling yourself. The buffalo reminds us to face those stories head on, pave a new path in your mind. I love that one. And like I wrote these and they kind of just like flew through my fingers as I was typing. This one says, your higher love is on the way. You have done all the work. Sit back and receive now. Money, money, money. Expect it to pour into your life in effortless ways and in increasing amounts. Woo! I added the little woohoo at the end. So when you're shuffling that deck and when you're pulling those cards, the universe has an opportunity to pick whatever card is in that deck to help you navigate your day or your present moment, wherever you're at. So if it's giving you the money card, it's preparing you. It's sending you that sign. I posted a video yesterday of the 5 signs that you can know that your manifestation is on the way. So if you're manifesting winning the lottery or winning a large amount of money or inheriting money, you don't even need to say lottery or inheritance. You can just say, I am so grateful now that I received millions of dollars, and then let the universe decide how it's going to come. And then say you're shuffling my deck one day and all of a sudden you get the money, money, money card. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's the universe sending you a sign to get you in a good vibration to prepare for it. And if it sends you a penny when you go to your car after you pull that card, that's again another sign. You have to be grateful for it. You don't look at the penny and say, well, that's not $1 million. No, you have to be grateful for everything that you're receiving throughout the day, because those are all little miracles. So super fun. I'm hoping that I'll get my deck done and that once I order it and I'll see if it's like good quality, then I'll be putting it up for sale. So I'm hoping that lots of people will be able to feel the comfort through the messages that I receive in my own delivery and my own like energetic signature. It was really fun to be able to create that for myself. I've always struggled with like doing things on my own and like taking the initiative to just, I used to have the thought, but I would never take action. And now in the last, 2 years, it's like I think it and it's like, okay, that's your intuition, Michelle. You got to do it now. You have the thought. All right. So for some reason, I grabbed this deck and started shuffling. Didn't even pay attention. It says, we need to let each other go. It's time for me to heal now. So somebody is being called to do some healing. So here's a little tip. If this is a message for somebody watching, if you're a cross watcher, meaning you're watching and you're looking at these cards and thinking that it's somebody else speaking to you, go home and journal. What do I need to heal? What do I need to heal? What do I need to heal? Where do I need work? And you just keep repeating the statement and then put your pen or pencil down and see what thoughts come up. If it's your relationship with money, that's something you need to heal. If it's, your relationship with your parents, if it's your relationship with addictions, whatever it is, which is like 95% of humans usually have like a rocky relationship with their parents. But if you're not quite sure how to do that, please, I would be so happy to help you shift your perspective around it. Because sometimes it's just like throwing on a different pair of glasses. It's changing your perspective and seeing it differently. And then it's like, holy cow, oh my gosh, now I can see why that person did that. And I can see why I responded the way I did, because I wasn't awake and I wasn't aware of my actions. So it usually takes 2 to tango. It's usually a mirrored. If somebody's pissing you off, then that means you're doing something to them too. Energetically, doesn't mean like intentionally. Let's do one more. All right, we got 2 more. I regret lying to you. I am becoming a better person. I feel like we get this one all the time. So we need to let each other go. It's time for me to heal now. I regret lying to you. I'm becoming a better person. Also, on the twin flame journey, if you and your person are twins, there's 7 stages to the connection. YouTube it if you haven't. There's also plenty of videos about like 13 signs that you've met your twin. Also be aware that there are catalysts. There are people that come into your life who help you heal and help you grow to prepare you for your twin. But normally when people meet their twin, it's like fireworks, right? You're just like, whoa, how does this person exist? I like, you're just infatuated with them. And then all of a sudden it's like God throws in all of your shit and he makes you look at yourself in every single way. And you start to question whether you're good enough for this person. And it's like all of your fears surface all at once. And not all at once. Sometimes it happens slowly, but each day you wake up and something new happens. Each day there's a new opportunity to grow and to be better. And that's what the twin flame journey is. So the reason why I got this deck of cards was because I love teaching about the twin flame journey. I love coaching women and men back to love. And I feel like I can truly see both sides. So if I have a man in front of me and we're talking, I can help him see how he needs to be more compassionate to his wife, or how he needs to show up more and provide more emotional support, not money or food or anything like that. But how can he be more present? How can he put his phone down and literally put it, when he gets home from work or something, how can he just put the phone in his bedroom and leave it charging and spend an hour with his wife or with his kids, or when his kids are in the family room playing, like say 3 of them are on the floor playing and he's sitting on the couch watching whatever, instead of him sitting on the couch, he's on the floor playing. So the twin flame journey is, you have to go through these phases of healing. And part of healing would be that man getting on the floor playing with his kids, because he's understanding what unconditional love is. And that's the twin flame journey. When you learn to love yourself, when you learn to heal all of your relationships around you, then you get magnetically pulled back toward your twin. But sometimes there's that separation. You meet each other, it's fireworks, all of your fears start to surface, you split up, you go your separate ways because you're like, this person drives me bonkers. It feels like I'm, everything that they're doing is what I don't like about myself. Or I'm looking at them and I feel like I can't keep up with them because they're so just far beyond in my mind, but it's not reality because that other person is thinking the same thing. You're twins, you're one soul in 2 different bodies, and you're both parallel in your life, and you're going down this path, and it's like you've been doing the same things all your life. And the universe needs twins together more than ever right now because of the way the world is. Because when we come together, we exude so much light and energy. And another thing that happens on the twin flame journey, when it's time to be together, or when it's time to meet, the universe literally makes it happen. Like you don't like, it'll be like a very unique scenario. It's like, I don't know. I've read about people who take one trip out west and they stop at a random coffee shop somewhere on their way to their destination. Like it's not even like the town that they're vacationing in, but they're on the way, and then they meet their twin flame. It's like, it's divinely guided. The universe is like, all right, we're going to bring these 2 together right now. And a lot of times when they meet, it's time to be together, like they've both done their healing, it's like they need to see each other like every single day. It's almost like they feel like something's missing when they don't see each other. And it's God putting it on your heart and the universe saying like, yeah, it's because you're supposed to be together. You're supposed to be doing this work. You're supposed to be growing together and learning. And when you're not together, you're prolonging that growth, and you're prolonging that love that is meant to be felt and to be experienced and to be shared. So apparently these morning messages are all going to be about twin flames, and I'm not mad about it because I love teaching about it. So I hope that all makes sense. Twins are one soul, 2 bodies. And when they come together, it's fireworks. And then all of a sudden they realize we're the same soul. Like, oh my gosh, all the things that I think, you think, all the things that I do that I don't like that I do, you do. And, or there's like this cool, like yin yang balance of, oh, you're really good with money and I'm not. Or, oh, sometimes it's just, here's the tough part. Some twins are like a good balance, and other twins are kind of like, because you're the same, you kind of both, it's like a shit show. If you're both really bad at something, then that's your mission. The universe is calling you to work together to be better at it, to really refine your soul. I feel called to share that like what the purpose of what I've been guided to believe the purpose of life is, it's soul refinement. So like our soul came to earth to be better, period. And it's like, okay, well then how do we be better? What do we do? Do we just work at a 9 to 5 and come home and spend time with our family and do housework, yard work? No, that's just part of the human experience. But some people solely live that way and never wake up to the true meaning of life. But there's also some people who are doing that are awake, and they are just appreciating the experience. They're appreciating gardening. They're appreciating cooking. They're awake. They're thanking the universe for the opportunity to be blessed with a home, to be blessed with love in their home. But there are other people who are not awake, and they are just kind of like robotic going through the motions, and they don't wake up with real purpose, and they don't really know what their gift is. And that's okay. And eventually they'll, if it's meant to be in this lifetime for them to awaken, then they'll awaken. But you guys that are on this channel, you know that you're awake. You know that you've been guided here for a reason, whether it's because you knew me before I created this channel or you found me on the tube. But the purpose of life is soul refinement. We're here to grow and stretch our soul. And that looks like jumping out of your comfort zone daily, like doing something different every single day. Maybe it's tying your shoes with your left hand. I don't know. Maybe it's breaking your morning routine and going and doing something different. Maybe it's creating something. You have the idea to do it and you're like, all right, I'm going to do it. And the purpose of life is not to stay comfortable, and it's not to shy away from pain. It's just not, because you're going to live a life numb and sick and unhappy. And all it takes is a little bit of like, okay, I'm going to wake up, just like one of my cards said, that's going to be in my deck. I'm going to make a decision now that's going to set me up to feel good later. That's how you do. That card is actually pretty awesome. I'm glad I got that message from the universe, because that's every aspect of every day. If you can make a decision right now, like I made a decision to do this early this morning because I didn't want to miss it for anybody that needed these messages. But I made the decision to still hop on. I could have easily said, oh, I'm busy today, I'm just not going to do my morning messages. But I didn't do it yesterday. So I was like, you know what? I need to do it today. I'll feel good if I do it. And I set myself up to feel good. And when you take action like that in your life, you are growing. You're committing to yourself. You're loving yourself. And then once that soul refinement starts to happen and you start to see changes in your physical body, you start to feel good. You're like happy for no reason at all. And now you're looking at other people that were always happy for no reason at all, and you were hating on them, and you're like, why are they so freaking happy all the time? It's because you figured it out now. They've always been making decisions in the present moment to set themselves up to feel good later. And now you've gotten the trick. You mastered it. Now you're doing it. And now it just takes dedication and commitment. And you just get up and go, even some days when you don't want to. But you also learn when to rest when you need to. But you have to stop pleasing others. This is your life. It is your time for soul refinement. You are not here to refine everybody else's soul. And that's what other people do. When you wake up, you realize that this is your refinement. This is your life to grow through and to learn new things and to leave a mark and to make people feel better. And it's not our job to make people feel better, but one of our missions is to literally affect lives, to make them better. So it's not like a people pleasing make better. It's I want to change somebody's life today. I want to inspire them to make a good choice so that they can go and inspire somebody else and then somebody else. And it's like this pebble in a pond, and it's this ripple effect. And that's why I'm here on YouTube doing this and sharing this. And the twin flame journey is that you are faced with yourself. You have to literally look at yourself in a physical form in somebody else's body, and you have to learn to love them. Meaning you have to turn that around and love yourself. You have to love every part of yourself that you've hated your whole life. Maybe there's parts of, like, for me, there's parts of me where I just feel dumb. I feel like I forget my train of thoughts all the time. I always get lost in conversations. I leave cabinet doors open. I was just talking about this with a friend. Like, there's so many things that I do that I'm like, why isn't my brain functioning? And I just feel stupid and I'm scared to share that with people. But now I realize, because I'm an intuitive, I am always somewhere else in my mind because of the channeling, because of the openness, because of my connection. So like, the human experience isn't as fun for me. I just always want to be pulling cards and talking about spirituality. I don't want to like pay bills and cook and do all that stuff. I don't want to live. I just want to like be here for the spiritual experience. But when you look at your twin, they're showing you all the parts of you that you might not like. And guess what? You're doing that to them too. And that's why this is happening. And when they say they're becoming a better person, that's because they can't be in front of you because you trigger them. You are triggering every ounce of their insecurities. And it's hard to be around. Think about a time where you're just, I don't know, so nervous to do something, or something just made you feel so like uncomfortable. Imagine it's now another human being that's making you feel that way, but you like them, but you don't want them to feel bad. So what do? Most people run away. They run away from their twin. They go do their healing. Then they're away from their twin and they feel that hole in their heart. They're just like, I need to see them. Like, and it's just like you're constantly in their mind, but they don't understand why they feel that way around you. When they're away from you, they're still thinking about you. So it's a very unique partnership. It's not like soulmates. Soulmates are easygoing. It's like the easy path. It's like you just get along, everything's great. You have that sense of home feeling with the person, like it's comfortable, like you've known them for years and other lifetimes. But twin flame, that is a whole nother animal because you are called for something bigger in this lifetime. And you are called to face every insecurity that you've ever had, every fear, and it's time to overcome it. And it's time to take action and to be better and to show up for your twin, because they're longing for you too. Even though they're doing their work, they still have that little like void in their heart. And I know I have immense tears every day for my twin. I just feel like, is it going to ever happen? And are they going to do the work? And are they going to be as willing to do the work as I am? Because some twins aren't. Some twins just, they don't want to do it and it's too hard, and that's okay. But then what does that do to the other twin? And I believe that God sends a soulmate at that point, and then you're still able to enjoy the experiences of life, but you still have that deep yearning for your soul because it's you. And my mom's calling right now. All right, I'm going to pause this. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I left and came back. I went and took my Jeep to go get fixed. So we are back finishing up these messages. We're already about 20 minutes in. So I'm going to wrap this up pretty quickly. But essentially, what we were talking about with the twin flame journey, soul refinement, and really, truly understanding that we are here to grow. And we have to surround ourselves with people that are also willing to grow, because the people that are not willing to grow, so the twin flames that are in partnerships with people that are not growing, that's stunting their growth. And part of their mission is to become awake and aware of that and say, oh, I want something different for myself. I need to leave this. Just like if somebody was at a job that was not where they were expressing their natural gifts and what they're really good at, and they're doing it just for the money, eventually they're going to feel so uncomfortable there. They're going to be called to leave. And if they stay, then they're just going to get, the repercussions of not living in your truth, which is sick, being, like just having aches and pains and not feeling your best. Your body tells you when you're not supposed to be somewhere. You start to have issues. So part of our path is to choose us and to choose our truth and to grow and to learn and to sometimes walk away from things that are holding us back, and stepping into the fear and facing your twin and facing the fear of not knowing if it's going to be everything you want it to be, but just doing it anyway and risking getting hurt. It's worth the risk. Yes, it's painful, but we're here to experience all the feelings. So you are a warrior and you can do it. All right, lovies, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.